there was a man who was an expert archer. His aim was incredibly precise, and he could even shoot arrows straight at the target while blindfolded. He traveled from village to village, showcasing his remarkable archery skills. He became so famous that people came from far and wide to watch him perform. Wherever he went, large crowds gathered to see his demonstrations, and they clapped in admiration at his mastery. One day he was performing in a village. With a blindfold on, he shot an arrow with great precision that hit the target directly. The crowd erupted in applause and cheers, praising his skill. The archer stood proudly, basking in the sound of their appreciation, when suddenly, amidst the clapping, a voice called out, "This is just a matter of practice. Anyone who practices can do this." The archer heard this and became very angry. He was offended and thought to himself, "This skill, this archery is my talent, my ability. Something unique to me. Not everyone can do this." Determined to prove his talent, he shot another arrow with even greater precision. Once again the crowd broke into loud applause. But once again amidst the cheers the same voice rang out, "This is just a matter of practice. Anyone can achieve this with enough practice." When the performance ended, the archer went in search of the person behind the voice. Following the sound, he found a man who sold oil. The man had a pole on his shoulder with two large oil-filled pots hanging on either side. Beside him were many small bottles that he filled with oil to sell. The archer approached him and asked, "Are you the one who kept saying that this is just a matter of practice?" The oil seller calmly replied, "Yes, it was me, and I stand by what I said. What's wrong with it?" The archer, still angry, said, "What are you talking about? Look at the crowds that gather to watch me. People come from far and wide because of my unique skill and ability. And you're saying this is just practice, that anyone can do it?" The oil seller smiled and said, "All right, let me show you something." He placed the large pots of oil on the ground, took out a small empty bottle from his bag, and then with great skill the oil seller picked up the large oil-filled pot and began pouring oil into a small empty bottle. He held the pot with both hands and carefully let a thin stream of oil flow into the bottle. The small bottle filled up completely without a single drop spilling onto the ground. He then took out another small bottle, placed it on the ground, and said to the archer, "Now you fill this one." The archer stared at him in surprise and replied, "This is your work, not mine. I can't do this." The oil seller smiled and said, "Exactly my point. Because you practice shooting arrows every day, you've become an expert at it. And I pour oil from this large pot into small bottles every day, so I've become an expert at this. I can't shoot arrows like you, and you can't pour oil like me. We master the things we practice the most." So, my friends, after telling you this story, let me ask you a question. What are you practicing all day long? How quickly do you get angry? How fast do you lose patience over little things? And here's another question. How long does it take for you to forgive someone? We get angry in just a second. We lose patience over the smallest of things. But when it comes to forgiving someone, it takes us months. This shows that the things we can do instantly are the ones we've practiced the most. We've practiced them so much that we've become experts at them. And the things we struggle with, the things that take us time and effort and still don't come easily, it's because we haven't practiced them enough. So, friends, practice the right things. Practice waking up early. Practice prayer. Practice exercising. Practice doing your work well. Practice reading books. Practice treating people kindly. Practice forgiving others. Practice living a good life. The more you practice, the easier these things will become for you. And in life, always strive to learn something new, think something new, and do something new every single day. Keep learning. If you like this story, please like and share and subscribe the channel for next video. See you in next video. Stay happy.